Okay guys, so we're in the Welsh Mountain Zoo. So this is the second zoo tour video we're doing, and it's second zoo. So the Welsh Mountain Zoo is a bit of an older zoo, and it's a lot more old-fashioned. So some of the enclosures you'll see today are old-fashioned, but yeah. Okay, so here we have the gibbons here. It is, like I said, a very old-fashioned zoo. So you've got different things, like you've got the meerkats here, but all the enclosures from the Welsh Mountain Zoo are really old, and they do meet the standards of these animals, but sometimes it can look as if it doesn't look great for them, especially with the gibbons here. As you can see, they aren't very it's not a very big enclosure. They can still swing like normal. Here's the new building that they have built with like the butterflies and all, like loads of different reptiles and things in it. So here you can see all the butterflies and stuff, and this is the newest bit for them. So yeah, they this is the butterflies have just been added recently in the last couple of months, but it shows the rainforests which they are found in. But again, it is all a bit old-fashioned and could use an update. But that's the zoo. It's got its own touch to wildlife and things, and they managed to create different environments. Alright, so it's a bit busy today. I managed to find a nice quiet spot at the moment, but what we're going to do is I'm going to do a voiceover for most of the video, for the bits where I can show you the animals. So we're at the wallabies right now, but it's all the way in the back. So yeah, so this is the video. It's going to be a bit different to my normal, well, my other zoo tour video, but we'll get going and see what we can see. So here's the bears, and again, this enclosure is actually pretty big for them, but as you can see, it's a lot. It is a very old type of zoo. Here we've got the Andean condors, which is the largest bird in the world. But again, you've got the mesh and stuff, and it does just look really old-fashioned. Sorry about how bad the video quality is on there, but the Welsh Mountain Zoo is one of those zoos where it's very natural and wide open. Like the chimp house here is very old-fashioned in the sense of when you look into it, like these walls and all this, it's a very bricked in. It looks a bit like a prison, but that's how the zoo used to be. But the Welsh Mountain Zoo have changed it so where the animals have more space or anything like that. Here we've got the penguins, which again, it's a Welsh mountain zoo, so it is on a mountain. That's why it's such a steep slope. Here we can see the penguins here, and yeah, they're happy. As you can see, they're displaying natural behaviours and things like that. But yeah, again, with the Welsh Mountain Zoo being more on the old-fashioned side of things, you've got different ways that they have improved their environment. So as you can see, most zoos have these pools of water and stuff to let the penguins swim. But when it comes to, could it be bigger? Yes, it could be bigger, but I'm not to say much anyway, because, well, I'm not the one creating these zoos. So as you can see, the Welsh Mountain Zoo is on a mountain, which it is displayed really well from this bit, because you can see all the animals and everything. There we've got some fallow deer, and then just next to it we've got some Przewalski's wild horses. So with the zoo, they are doing a lot of upgrades at the moment. Like recently they had got capybaras. Unfortunately, when we were there we didn't see them, but then also I believe that recently they have passed away. Here's the tiger enclosure. We didn't get to see the tiger today, well, during that video, but it does show how old-fashioned it is. Like this sea lion pool, which it's very old-fashioned, but it also is very big for them. The sea lions were actually really, really playful. And as you'll see later on in the video, they are very, very active. Recently though, the Welsh Mountain Zoo has released saying that they're going to be getting rid of their sea lions, which is, in my opinion, one of the best enclosures there, where it displays the sea lions so well. They are very popular. As you can see down below, there's a couple of people. There were a few people stood next to me as well while I was filming. But they are really active, and there is a lot of enrichment in these pools for the sea lions. Where that sea lion is right now, it went under a rock, so it has tunnels, it has loads of stuff that make it great for the sea lions. It's a really cool way of displaying sea lions as well, in the fact you could say that a lot of the plastic stuff in there is to represent pollution and things, which you can then educate people in the sense of, well, the rubbish makes it look horrible, but they are also happy in there. In a moment, I believe it does come to the window, well, to a wall where we were stood. But yeah, they were really active during this whole thing, during my experience there, and they always are every time you go to the Welsh Mountain Zoo. It's a very local zoo to me. But here's the sea lion. They've definitely put on a show for us, which is really cool. As you can see, I was pointing it out, but not to the video. But they see how they're really enjoying the time, and you can see how happy they are because they are intelligent creatures. Here we go, we got a few closer up. They both came up at this point, and it was actually really interesting. They were very social and friendly, and they kept doing this a couple of times. But to go back onto the sense of it's old-fashioned, really it could use some upgrades, but overall it's the Welsh Mountain Zoo. You're not gonna it doesn't really need to, it's not a big zoo, but they could use some upgrades. As you can tell from the video, you don't usually get the normal animals you see in like Chester Zoo or something like that, but that's the difference. The Welsh Mountain Zoo has used all the space it has to make the animals' lives much better for them, which is important. So as you can see here, there's the cave, which that's what I was talking about before, where they could go through it and stuff like that. But as you can also see, it does get deeper, so it's not just one flat pool, so it has the different ways for it to be. Here's the parrots, and again, it is a very old-fashioned zoo where you've got it's a dome, but then they've extended it out. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.